Hi Fibernatics, it's Tori with Feathertail Fiber Arts, and today I'm going to be talking about how to blend a fiber bat on a drum carder in layers. So one of the reasons why I choose to card bats like this is because one of the things I don't like about bats where you just kind of do all of your fibers in one layer each is that when you're spinning, you get really long stretches of the same fiber. So if that's more the look that you're interested in, just do one layer of each type of fiber in your bat and you will achieve that effect. However, I like to get smaller, more integrated colors, and so that while I'm spinning, the colors are kind of one after the other more quickly rather than drawn out. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I have a bag of the fibers that go into my Sky Blossom bat, and I have those all separated and put aside, and I'm going to show you how I start this process. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take each section of fiber that's included in this bat, and I'm going to separate this into 3 equal parts so that I can do the same progression of fibers in each layer multiple times. And then I'm going to take each of my colors that go into this bat and also split them into more or less equal parts. These don't have to be exact. So now I've got 3 of my pinks. So I'm just going to continue to do this with all of my base fibers. I don't do it necessarily with my add-ins. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my longest strip of white merino, and I'm going to put that down first. And if you're making any kind of a bat, I highly recommend that if you have any kind of combed top that you're using in the bat, you put that down first. And what that does is it allows you to take your fiber bat off of the drum carder much easier rather than starting with something like loose fleece or silk or something that's going to get caught a lot more easily. It's going to make your life much easier once you go to take this off of the drum carder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab each of my 3 colors that I'm going to be adding and put them in whatever order I want. So I'm only using one of the 3 strips that I separated out a little bit ago. So after I get this down, now I'm going to start adding my other fibers that go over the top. So I'm going to paint on some of my hand-dyed mulberry silk. And I'm going to take a tiny little bit of the silk noil and go over the bat with that and make sure that I push everything down. Now the thing that I like to do is I also use firestar in this bat, and what I like to do with the firestar is go back over, especially after the silk noils, and just put a fine layer of firestar over the top, and that kind of helps trap the silk noils onto the bat so they're not falling off when I take this off the carder. Now I'm going to go back and just repeat the same process again. So I'm going to take another white strip of the merino and put that right over the top of the layer I've already done. Then I'm going to reach again for my strips of color, and I'm going to put those in next. So I'm just literally repeating the process that I just did. Okay, now I've got my second layer on, and you can see that it's literally almost the exact same as my first layer, and I've put all of my extra fibers on, so I did the silk and the silk noils and the Angelina and then covered it with firestar. So now I'm going to go for my last layer, and this again, same thing I did the last time, is I'm going to start with my white merino. Take my white merino and do my peek through, so just a very, very fine thin layer of merino over the top of my colors. You can see how now they're just kind of peeking through on the outside. And then I'm going to use my leftover silk to kind of define that purple color on top of the white merino a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to add my last add-in, so I'm going to go over my Batt with my silk noils and then my Angelina. And then I'm going to trap it all in with my last layer of the white firestar. So I'm just going to go over everything in a light layer. Okay, so now let's see what this Batt looks like when it comes off the drum carder.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure that you sign up for our email list where you can see more videos, get some amazing discounts, or if you just want overall fiber spoilage, that's the place to be. Trust me, you won't regret it. So you can sign up over at feathertailfiberarts.com.